Do you know the rich history of the state of Florida? I bet you don't. Welcome to an adventure through one of the most sunshine-filled, alligator-packed, and surprisingly historic places in America, Florida. You might know Florida for its beaches or roller coasters, but what if I told you it's also home to buried treasure, ancient cities, and even rocket ships? Yeah, Florida's past is wilder than an Everglades airboat ride. Let's jump into the surprising, strange, and totally unforgettable history of the Sunshine State. Long before highways and theme parks, Florida was home to amazing Native American civilizations. Tribes such as the Timucua, Calusa, and Apalachee inhabited this region for thousands of years. They built giant mounds, designed water highways, and lived off the land and sea. The Calusa were even known as the Shell Indians for their massive villages built from shells. These weren't small tribes hiding in forests. They were complex, powerful societies with traditions, technology, and stories we're still discovering. In 1513, Spanish explorer Juan Ponce de León sailed to Florida, chasing legends of a magical fountain of youth. Instead, he found wild coastline and fierce resistance from the native people. He named the place La Florida, or Land of Flowers. That makes Florida the oldest named place in the U.S. by Europeans. In 1565, Spain founded St. Augustine, the oldest continuously lived-in city in the U.S. that's older than Jamestown and Plymouth. Over the next 200 years, Florida was caught in a game of international tug-of-war. Spain ruled it, then Britain, then Spain again, then the U.S. took over. Oh, and while all that was happening, pirates roamed the waters. Legend says a pirate named Gasparilla buried treasure somewhere along the west coast. We're not saying there's treasure in Florida, but we're also not saying that. By 1821, the United States officially took control of Florida. It became a U.S. territory, and later, the 27th state in 1845. But the fight for Florida wasn't over. Native peoples, especially the Seminoles, were pushed further south as settlers moved in. Led by warriors like Osceola, the Seminoles resisted U.S. forces in what became the longest and most expensive Indian Wars in American history. The Seminoles never officially surrendered. Some of their descendants still live in Florida today, proud and resilient. Fun fact number 1. The Everglades served as a hideout for the Seminoles during the wars, a vast swamp where U.S. troops couldn't easily follow. In the 1920s, Florida became America's dreamland. Sunny weather, ocean views, land for sale. People bought up property like it was going out of style. But then, the dream popped. A hurricane struck. The economy crashed. Boom turned into bust. Many people left, and entire developments were abandoned. Still, Florida bounced back. Slowly but surely, roads were built, towns grew, and its identity as a tropical paradise started to form. In the 1960s, Florida took off, literally. NASA chose Cape Canaveral as the launch site for rockets. That's right, people blasted into space from Florida soil. Not long after, in 1971, Walt Disney World opened in Orlando. Suddenly, Florida was the place to be. Vacations, astronauts, and cartoons? What more could kids want? And even today, Florida still launches rockets and imaginations into orbit. Florida isn't just palm trees and pink flamingos. It's a place of deep roots, epic stories, and unforgettable people. From the ancient shell cities to space exploration, Florida has always been more than it seems. Fun fact, Florida has more alligators than any other state, about 1.3 million of them. So next time you're walking a Florida trail or staring at the waves, remember, this land has seen warriors, explorers, pirates, and astronauts. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Stay curious, adventurers, and keep exploring the surprising history all around you.